You don't want to lose the hard work you've done on your project file, so save early, save often are words to live by. Saving an existing project file can be as easy as pressing the Control key and the S key simultaneously. But you can save project files in other ways and to other formats. You can also choose from a few safety-oriented options to protect your file. For example, Project will always create a backup of your file before you save it so you don't overwrite work by mistake. Or you can assign a password that someone has to enter before he or she can open or edit the file. Project Save and Save As commands handle all these ways to save. In Project, when you click the File tab, the Save and Save As commands are at the top of the menu. The Quick Access toolbar also includes the Save command, so it's always only a click away. But the quickest way to save a file is to press Ctrl+S. If you're saving an existing file, Project just resaves it. And if you're saving a new file, the program opens the Save As dialog box. If you want to save to another format, on the File tab, click Save As. If you're saving a new file, the Save As dialog box opens whether you choose Save or Save As. And you can also use Save As to save a copy of a project file. In the Save As dialog box, go to the folder where you want to save the file, and then give the file a new name. And then just click Save. On the other hand, if you want to save a project file to another file format, use the Save As command. This time, in the Save As dialog box, the key is the Save As Type drop-down list. Click the down arrow on the right side of the box. You can save to Project 2010, Project 2007, and Project 2000 to 2003 formats. You can also save Project 2010 or 2007 templates. If you choose an earlier project format, you'll see a warning that you could lose data if the file uses new features, like manual scheduling. If you want to export data to Excel, choose Excel Workbook, Excel Binary Workbook, or Excel 97 to 2003 Workbook. Excel Workbook is the Excel 2010 format. Excel Binary gives you a binary format Excel file, and Excel 97 to 2003 is the earlier Excel binary format. When you select an Excel format, the export wizard launches. Of course, the old standbys for tab delimited and comma delimited files are also available. When you use these formats, Project saves the active table in the view and opens the export wizard to help you export your data. You'll learn about the export wizard in a later movie. You can save straight to XML format if you want to create a file to publish to the web or use XML on it in some other way. PDF files and XPS files give you electronic hard copy files that most people can read. You can open a PDF file with Adobe Reader. XPS stands for XML Paper Specification, and it's one of Microsoft's ways to share documents with others. Let's choose Microsoft Project 2000 to 2003. Click Save to save the file to the format. If you choose an older format, you see a message warning you that the file may be less secure. Click OK to save the file anyway. If your file uses new features, you may also see a warning that the unsupported features will be converted, like manually scheduled tasks, converted to automatically scheduled tasks, and you can just click Continue. No mention of file formats would be complete without a quick digression to the file formats you can open with Project 2010. Project can open files in earlier versions of Project, going back to Project 98. However, these files won't be able to use Project 2010's new features. On the other hand, Project can open, but not save, to project databases, which is an earlier format for storing multiple projects, or to Microsoft Access Databases, or ODBC files, which stands for Open Database Connectivity. A few protection options are tucked away in the Save As dialog box. To the left of the Save button, click Tools, and then choose General Options. The Save Options dialog box opens. To create a backup copy whenever you save the file, turn on the Always Create Backup checkbox. When you do this, you get a copy of the file with the BAK file extension in addition to saving your project MPP file. The protection password is a password you have to type to open the file, while the write reservation password is a password you have to type to edit the file. If you set either of these passwords, a confirm password dialog box opens. You have to retype the password so you don't save a password with a typo, which would mean you couldn't open the file. Turn on the Read Only Recommended checkbox if you want Project to ask if you want to open the file as read-only. If you do this, you can always click No to edit the file. You can also tell Project how you want to save your projects. To do that, go to the File tab and click Options. Then click Save. You can choose the format that you want in the Save Files in this Format drop-down list. You can also tell Project the folder that you want to use. And you can tell Project how often you want to save the work. It's a good idea to have this checkbox turned on, but for now, I'm going to turn this off so that we don't get any interruptions. Choosing the default file format and the default folder location means that the Save As dialog box opens with the settings you use most often. The auto-save every setting can be a lifesaver. If you forget to save your work for hours, you turn the checkbox on and then choose the number of minutes between saves. You have to decide the trade-off between saving your work and stopping what you're doing to save. 45 to 60 minutes is a happy medium. You can also tell Project to auto-save only the active project or all open projects. If you want Project to ask for permission before it saves, turn on the Prompt Before Saving checkbox. A few options help keep your computer secure. In the Project Options dialog box, click Trust Center, and then click Trust Center Settings. If you want to be cautious with older file formats, which are prone to viruses and other malware, click Legacy Formats. The middle ground is to select the Prompt when loading files with legacy or non-default file formats option. Then, Project asks you if you want to open one of these older formats, and opens it if you say yes. The Allow option goes ahead and opens a file without asking. And the Do Not Open option simply won't open the file, kind of like a 2-year-old faced with the idea of eating a Brussels sprout. To protect your privacy, click Privacy Options. Turn on the Remove Personal Information from File Properties on Save checkbox. When you do this and save a file, Project removes the author, manager, company, and the person who last saved the file from the file properties. Then click OK to close the Trust Center, and click OK to close the Project Options dialog box. The Save command saves an existing file. Save As opens the Save As dialog box so you can save a file with another file name, to another file format, or with one of Project's protection options. To save time and heartache, be sure to set Project's save options so the program behaves the way you want. You can also set additional options to prevent older file formats from endangering your computer or to erase personal info from a file before you send it to someone.